she's got great chat.
I was coming back here to tell you I loved you.
I licked her tit or whatever.
You know, you got quicksand. It's like the equivalent, it's made out of dicks.
It's banter. I'm a mommy.
Mommy?
I'm a mom.
Mamacita.
Mommy.
Like a mom of what? A dog?
Are you joking?
You are a liar, actress.
So fast. It's crazy.
First things first, banning gherkins and all McDonald's burgers. And if you're still eating those gherkins, grow up, because they're minging.
Hello and welcome to She's Got the Chat. I am Maura.
And I am Mrs. Roush.
Bitch!
I'm Ari, Rob's wife.
Okay, I know I told you I had an outfit for today, and I just want you to see.
Oh, I forgot you said that.
I have a little sweater vest on with it has a snake on it. I got it in my newly, and it just like lined up perfectly, especially because he was wearing that slutty little sweater vest.
Exactly. That's exactly what it reminds me of.
Now I'm wearing a slutty little sweater vest in honor of Robert.
It's like a slutty little sweater vest with his tattoo on it, literally.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. Okay, well, listen, we can talk about Rob in a second, but I just have to say that I went back and I listened to the very first episode in which we ever discussed Rob, which is from 2023, and it was when we recapped all of Love Island USA season 6, right?
Mm-hmm. 5.
Mm-hmm. When we recap, when we recapped the entire thing in one episode, which was a clusterfuck, but I told Maura this. I said, when Rob meets us and he is deciding which of us he wants to fuck, I will play this clip for him and it will prove that I have been a Rob defender from day one and you were skeptical.
Hey, I will have to, if I have to take the loss, I have to take the loss. But maybe we can convince him to have sex with both of us.
I mean, like, it would be easier for me. I would just have to call off my wedding. You'd have to, like, go through a divorce process. So.
Unless I, like, a hall pass, you know?
Oh, he is my hall pass.
Yeah, I feel like he's mine as well, for sure.
Well, I have an actual list and he's on it. So I don't just feel like he's mine. He is mine.
I think I have permission as well. There have been conversations.
Wait, this is who else is on your hall pass list?
I don't have an official list like that, but if I had to choose people, I would say maybe like Oscar Isaac would be on that list. Oh, you know what? I actually do kind of have a list. It's not really a hall pass list, but my friends and I like came up with this, or my friend Spencer came up with this thing called Get Itville, where it's like if you have an entire village of people that you would want to fuck, it's the Get It, who could get Itville. And so I have a whole list there. Rob is on that list. I was like, I don't know how long ago I updated this. A village
is crazy.
I'll read it to you. You're gonna laugh. Tyler Cameron, Oscar Isaac, Chris Evans, Chris Pine, Jake Gyllenhaal, Darren Criss, Kit Harington, Big Sean, Billy from Stranger Things, Sebastian Stan, Idris Elba, John Hamm, Colin Firth, Ewan McGregor, Paul Rudd, Rob Roush, and Joey Graziadei.
Wow. Is Lucas okay with this? This is a slutty hall pass list.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. He doesn't have a say. The list is the list. What can I say?
Mine is only Rob and Bruce Brown of Denver Nuggets fame. I have a thing, I guess, for double letters. We do have so much to discuss, but I do want to just say that we're super happy to be back and hi, and we've missed you. And
oh my God, so happy to be back.
Welcome back to the pod.
I'm so fucking amped, Ari. I'm so amped up.
Yeah.
I really, like, ever since watching those Traitors episodes, I was like, I cannot wait to record.
I know. I am really glad that we made this decision, especially since we now know that Love Island All-Stars has been postponed. Very sad news. Very bad wildfires in South Africa. No update on that. We just found out yesterday. We're recording this on Sunday. If you're listening to it on the day it drops, it's Monday. So this is recent news. We will keep you posted on our socials about that. And when we do know that it's coming back, of course, we will be giving you those shorter recaps. We're not going to do our normal in-depth coverage because don't want to.
Yeah, just like All Stars hasn't been giving. Plus, we're very invested in the Traitors right now. We're putting our all into that. So,
yeah. Also, just seeing the Islanders, I feel like we made the right decision.
Agreed. Woof. The starting lineup is not.
Is Scott Vandersloot literally back?
I know. I think I saw that rumor as well. Probably. Honestly, probably. Like,
his villa hopping continues.
God damn, Scott. I don't know, though. I did see, I think I saw, a video of him very much not in South Africa. So he might not actually be back.
Well, maybe they've been evacuated.
That's a good point. But this was before the fires, so...
Yeah, I have no idea, but the starting lineup is not it, especially for the men. So we'll watch, we'll give you short recaps, but my hopes are not high. I would suggest if you are here and for some reason aren't watching any of these shows, watch The Traitors, obviously. This is the show to watch.
Absolutely. Everyone's talking about it. She's that girl right now.
This season is for the girlies.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, we have more business before we start talking about it.
Okay.
I have a confession.
Okay, what's your confession?
Just because we went on our Taylor Swift rant, I know this was a long time ago, but I think it was one of our latest episodes. I did become obsessed with a few songs on the album, and so I just want to give Taylor Swift her flowers that she is really good at creating a catchy TikTok chorus that gets in my head. I literally was texting Logan because I was like, why did I wake up singing Actually Romantic? What's happening? So anyway, I just felt like I needed to say that on the record since I was so harsh on her last time. I still stand by everything that I said, but I needed to confess that to you.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's a good confession.
Will and Jesse are engaged.
Yay!
I wanted to bring that up because we believed in them and no one believed in them.
I don't know that I believed in them.
Oh, okay. I wanted to bring that up because I believed in them and you didn't believe in them.
I think that's true. I mean, I think by the end of the season, I did believe in them. Actually, one of our listeners was DMing me. They were watching their season of Love Island. And so I had totally forgotten a lot of the things that occurred. And I remembered when Will confessed that he loves Jesse and he got everyone to line up and say all those nice things that he had said. I was like, wow, that was, I think, a turning point for me, at least during that season in believing in them.
Yeah. I mean, sure, nobody's going to be their soulmates from moment one of them being together. But even by the end of the season, people were like, it's never going to work. She's Australian. He's British. Whatever. She's out of his league. There was a lot of doubt about them as a couple. And I feel like we always, from the end of the season, from actually them proving their relationship, we're always you guys are the real deal, and we were fucking right. So 100% accurate predictions as always.
As always.
A few other couples I wanted to talk about. Carl and Benita.
Yeah, so I don't know too much about this. Was this a BravoCon rumor that popped up?
No, it's not a rumor. They went on a date and they talked about it.
Oh, I missed that. That's cute. I
don't know that there's a ton to know, but I just wanted to throw it out there. I ship mainly because I need Vanita to get the fuck out of Charleston.
Yes,
ASAP.
Justice for Vanita. The way that this season is going has been fascinating with the Sally of it all and Craig. And Craig is getting such a full edit, and I'm so grateful for it. Because he needed that. That man needs to be humbled.
How did he spend all of last season being I'm not drinking, I'm an alcoholic, and now with no explanation is just like back doing shots.
He's a manipulative motherfucker. It was like Paige was like, you need to stop drinking because you're a nightmare when you drink. So he stops drinking. They break up. He decides, I'm going to keep drinking. And it's like, so it was like he was never I'm using quote unquotes here, never an alcoholic, because it was like he's just picking and choosing like what he wants to use for his narrative.
Yeah.
And saying he's an alcoholic gains him sympathy, which is what he did with Austin. And now it's like, well, I can fuck around sometimes.
Craig's relationship with Austin. I saw somebody say online that the next like heated rivalry-esque show should be with Craig and Austin.
I think I saw that too, actually. Yes.
They have such a bizarre relationship.
Yeah, I know. I think you sent me that TikTok where it's like, Craig,
Yeah.
I can't stand you. Craig, I don't know how, but I love you so much.
Yeah, it's like Austin every episode. Like, I will never speak to you again. I can't help but loving you so much. I swear he said that in this last episode. He's like, I just can't help but fucking love you.
He was like, I can't help but care about you.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, Austin's a simp for Craig, for sure.
Yeah. Since we're on the topic of Southern Charm, I do want to mention that we're going to talk about Nick and Natalie Vial because they had a whole controversy with Austin. We're going to talk about that next time just because I feel like Maura and I are really going to go off about how much we hate Nick Vial. And so we don't have the time to get into it now, but I do want you to be aware that that's coming. Also, since we're on the topic of Southern Charm, how do you feel about Craig's therapist?
Okay, so I literally wrote out a bunch of shit the moment after that scene happened. So for those who do not watch Southern Charm, context is that Craig was talking to Whitner, somebody else on the cast.
Who I like, by the way, I think, so far.
I like Whitner too, and he's liberal, which we love.
Oh, okay. He gives that.
Yeah. So they were talking at like a lunch or whatever, and Craig was sharing the issue with Austin, with Whitner. And anyway, he was like, I had a great therapy session with ChatGPT the other day. And then he goes on to explain what ChatGPT said. And I just have to say, the projection is so strong because Craig is mad at Austin because he believes that Austin is doing to Audrey what Paige did to Craig. And
I actually think he's mad at Austin because Austin isn't single and Craig's single. And he's like, I just want to wingman each other. And I don't really think you want to be with her. So why would you betray me by not breaking up with her?
I think that's fair. I do think, though, that like Craig has this like he is so concerned about being in a relationship that he doesn't actually care who he's in a relationship with. He just like wants to be in one because he's like a relationship guy. Like that's his brand.
Yeah, but I think that he's in a moment right now of rebounding from his relationship. Maybe that's why he's like, I know I'm going to be monogamous again soon. And so like, I need Austin to like be in this single phase with me.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Yeah. I just feel like there's nuance, and I think Craig tries to act like he's on a high horse because he wants to settle down, and Austin has all of these like doubts about settling down. And I feel like it's perfectly fair for Austin to be not sure about Audrey right now. Like they live long distance. They still haven't figured out where exactly that future is headed. He's allowed to say, no, we're not getting engaged anytime soon.
Yeah, but Craig is interpreting that as, you know, you're not going to marry her.
Exactly.
Which he's not. They broke up, but...
Oh, they broke up?
Yeah, Austin is single.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
On the after show, Madison and Craig were talking about this together, and Craig is like, defending it. Like, I love ChatGPT. I use it as a therapist, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's so helpful. It tells me this, that, and the other thing. Like, here's a great metaphor. This is the metaphor that ChatGPT told me when I said, how do I get over all of these memories with Paige? Well, you take the book off of your nightstand and you put it on your bookshelf. The problem with using ChatGPT as a therapist is that it's not a therapist. It's giving Kendra, the girl that was in love with her psychiatrist, but also like it's gonna repeat back to you. It's an echo chamber. It's just gonna tell you what you want to hear.
It's a yes man.
Craig goes, Madison does it too. And she's like, oh yeah, I use ChatGPT all the time. Like I'll, write out a message and say, hey, can you make this sound more like me? And it will make it more Southern with like a little bit of sass. And I'm like, yes, girl. And I'm like, that is not using ChatGPT as a therapist.
Correct. That's very, very, very different. That pisses me off. It pisses me the fuck off. And I just have to say, if you, the audience, are finding yourself siding with Austin over Craig this season, it's because Austin is talking to a trained professional and Craig is just talking to a robot.
Well, I mean,
and also,
I would say if you the if you the audience are finding yourself siding with Craig at any time, you should talk to a trained professional.
It's true.
I watched all of Summer House before I watched Southern Charm, and so I had like a very different idea of Craig in my mind just because of how obsessed everyone is, how great Paige is. And I am truly to this day bamboozled. To quote Bronwyn, I am gooped, gagged, bamboozled, befuddled at how Paige was ever with him.
I agree. I don't understand what the fuck she saw in him. It doesn't make any sense. I guess
he's very handsome.
Yeah. I don't even find him that attractive or charming.
I think he's attractive.
Really? Okay. I guess I'd feel differently in person, but he just seems like greasy to me. I don't know. Yeah. He just seems like a fucking con man.
He is.
Yeah.
Also, when he had that pool party and Whitner had to go take a business call and then was like, I wouldn't have a pool party on a Wednesday because I am an adult. Beyond just liking Whitner as a character on the show, it's like such a beautiful foil to Craig because he's a literal lawyer.
Yeah, I agree. Like, he's a practicing lawyer.
Like, him being on the show actually, I think, is intended by the producers to enhance Craig's fool edit. I
totally agree.
So good.
No, I like Whitner. He's great.
Todd and Bronwyn just have to name they're getting divorced. We can probably talk about SLC maybe more as the reunion starts to come out. But did you watch this season?
I did. Yes. I'm all up to date.
So good.
It was good. I don't know how to feel actually after the finale episode. I liked the Greek tragedy play. I thought that was pretty funny. But the whole like Meredith of it all, I'm having a hard time parsing through.
What do you think is going on?
I mean, I definitely think Meredith is using drugs and alcohol inappropriately. Yeah. I do, however, think that they ladies ganged up on her, which is never fun to see. But she also is like avoiding like a lot.
I think that the problem with Meredith is there's so much unknown with her, and like what we love about our housewives is honesty, is like when they are real about what's going on in their lives. And everything, like even looking back to the beginning of the show, like it's never been really explored like what is going on with Seth, if there's ever been infidelity, like if there's been infidelity on Meredith's part, a la the hot mic moment that Lisa had seasons ago. It's just always how dare you question, and there's never any vulnerability. And even in this episode, we saw Lisa be a little bit vulnerable, which was like much needed, because she can also kind of tends to deflect. And so I think that that's like what we need. You need to be a good housewife, you have to be absolutely out of your mind, obviously, and like not have any grasp on reality, but you have to have moments of honesty. And I don't think we get that ever with Meredith. And so
I do agree.
I don't feel that bad. I don't feel like she was really ganged up on, but I mean,
I also feel like she's over being on the show.
Yeah, I think it's time for her. The fact that she's a housewife and Brittany is a friend of makes no sense.
I know.
I have such a soft spot for Brittany.
Me too. She's funny.
She's funny, and she's also like so bullied.
She's very bullied. But she just takes it.
Kind of. Like, you know what really got to me? When she was flicking water on their hair, and then they were so mad at her, and they were like, how dare you? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I was going to redo my hair before dinner tonight. You don't even know how many hours it takes me to do my hair. And then they showed that flashback of them on the boat, and them literally pouring a bucket of water on Brittany. And I'm like, you can all fuck off. Like, you are bullies, and I include Angie in that.
I know. God, when Angie went off on Brittany about the high body count hair being trademarked, I was like, Angie, girl, you need to take a step back. This is not a good look for you.
I agree, because here's the thing. Angie didn't even make that up. That's incel language.
Okay.
Let's not fight about who gets to trademark this. Very problematic. Like, I agree.
Right.
Brittany should have, of anyone. Oh, but then Angie trademarked high body count hair by Angie K.
Oh my God. Angie, I can't.
They're too
I
much.
love
They're all
that
too
whisper.
much.
The whisper fight though in the spa was so funny.
And the woman kept coming in and being like,
I
the
know.
fact that they got kicked out of 2 establishments. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so quickly, I wanted to just quickly mention, did you watch this latest season of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
I did.
Okay, it's a little bit relevant because we have Mark Ballas, and I do want to just quickly talk about Whitney and the fact that she was kicked off of Dancing with the Stars because of the episode of Mormon Wives airing where she said that she only came back to the show because she wanted to be on Dancing with the Stars. And to me, it is just really underlying how important 4TRR still is in a non-explicit game. Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Mormon Wives, like Bachelor, like Love Island. Like, you cannot be open about being there for TWR.
Yeah. I think it's interesting though, because I feel like Whitney being honest about why she was coming back, like wanting it for Dancing with the Stars. Is that what you mean by that's the right reason?
That's the wrong reason.
I agree. Okay, I agree. It was for the wrong reason, but I think it benefited her in the end because I feel like she kind of got a redemption on Dancing with the Stars. Did she not?
She was immediately kicked off.
Oh, but she got that like cool showcase thing. I thought that was like a big deal.
Okay, yeah, but that was so her and Mark went on Call Her Daddy and they did their freestyle. Is that what you're talking about? But that's because everyone is like obsessed with Mark Ballas's freestyles. And so they were like, we were robbed that they weren't in the finale, but also because Whitney is like by far the actual best dancer who was on this season.
Got it.
So yeah, like ABC teamed up with Call Her Daddy to produce that, which was a big deal, but it was only because the audience voted her off of the show because of that episode of Secret Lives airing.
I see. I didn't realize. Okay, that makes sense. I don't watch Dancing with the Stars, so that makes more sense that she got kicked off fairly early and as a direct result of that episode. That's fascinating. But you're not wrong. I agree. It's being there for the right reasons. I think that's true for the Housewives. To your point with Meredith, I think it's the same thing. It's like if you're going to be on this Housewives show, you have to be open and honest. You have to be vulnerable, et cetera, et cetera. Like that's how you do it. This is how you play the game.
And you have to actually invest in your relationships with the other cast members, or like, what's the point?
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Porsha has a girlfriend.
Portia's gay or bi or something.
Yeah.
Love this for
My
her.
note is Porsha is gay, question mark. Also love this for her.
I can't believe it. Mm-hmm.
I feel like she is just falling into this beautiful bucket of women who've been on reality TV with horrible men and then end up being with women a la Chrishell, a la Gabby Wendy. Who else?
Colton Underwood?
No, we're talking about women.
Okay, only women.
And also, like, he was with what horrible person? He was the horrible person.
No, for sure. Kim Zolciak, if we want to throw it way back.
Is with a woman?
Was with a woman. Terry, briefly.
Huh.
Do you remember that?
No.
She was like with Big Papa, and then she was like with that woman for a little bit.
Well, then she married a horrible man for a very long time.
And then she married Croy. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, there are others.
Slide into our DMs and let us know. Bronwyn Wyndham Burke, I think, from Real Housewives of OC. Actually, her husband on the show is great. Is great, but she is now gay.
I wonder if Bronwyn, now that she's separating from Todd, will get with a lady.
Okay. I said this. I need to screenshot this. I probably can't because my messages delete every 30 days. But the very beginning of the season, I said to my sister-in-law, Annie, I was like, Bronwyn is so bi. Like, she is giving such bi wife energy. And then immediately, I am like obsessed with everybody shipping her and Whitney. Like, I need it to happen.
Me too. I love it.
I love it so much. And like Justin is gross. Todd is obviously gross. Like how iconic would that be? We have a few gay housewives, but like not, or you know, housewives in homosexual relationships, not necessarily gay, but not housewives with each other. And I feel like the closest that we've ever gotten is like Lala and Ariana hooking up.
Yes, agreed. Also, wasn't Kyle Richards dating Maren Morris? Or not Maren Morris?
Morgan.
I
don't remember her name.
Something,
but
not Wallen.
Morgan something. She maybe was, but she was like very, very not
vague.
open. It was giving Meredith.
Okay.
She was like unwilling to talk about it. She was like, this is my friend. She like to this day has not acknowledged it. Like even though everybody knows. So it doesn't count because that's giving shame and we're not here for that.
Yeah.
But potentially. She did say on the season I could go Brad, I can go Angelina.
Okay.
So we love that.
Love that.
Okay. My last note that I wanted to say just before we get into all of this is, have we ever named that I'm aggressively type B and you're aggressively type A?
We've never named it, but it is accurate as fuck. What I need to know, what was it that made like that inspired this thought?
I think I was high.
Oh man, I love that.
But like this partnership really works for me because I just have to say like Gabe is even more type B than me, and so I have to be really type A in our relationship. And all my friends from college, Lucy, Elise, shout out if you haven't listened to the episode, please go listen to the episode of My Problematic Past, of Oakley Fried Production, featuring your very own Maura Cassidy, where she talked about being a young Republican with my college roommates, Lucy and Elise. They all think I'm type A.
Yeah, that's right. That's actually kind of crazy.
Because
did we talk about that on the podcast? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Did they? Okay, I wasn't sure if they said that or not, because I would have been like, you think?
But like I'm saying, you know them now, and so you kind of get why I would be the type A in that scenario. I
absolutely get that. Yes, 100%. You are much more type A than they are.
Yes,
in that group. But yeah, between you and I, 100. I'm very type A.
And thank God for you. I probably had that thought because you were like talking about our LLC or like reaching out preemptively about like our taxes or something, and I was like,
yeah,
just tell me what to do.
And I will let you know what to do about the taxes. TBD. Gotta figure that one out. Your uncle has me scared now.
My uncle, you'll meet him and you'll understand that he's very unserious. But I told him, I was like, you scared the shit out. Like you were coming off like so intense. And
I know. It's important.
Anyway, if you are an accountant and you want to give us free tax advice, please DM us at
really
She's Got the Chat.
Yeah. Mama's got a file for the first time under a business.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was scaring my uncle because I was like, when I do my taxes, I usually am like, how much did I contribute like to a political campaign this year? How much did I give to charity? I don't know, like $1,000, $2,000.
Yeah.
I just like, I guess. He like meticulously writes down to the cent every single one of his expenses.
I actually do that as well.
Type A.
Yeah. It is. I'm honestly just scared of getting like audited by the IRS.
Well, IRS, please don't come for me because I don't know what I'll do.
Yeah, same.
No, you do know what you'll do. You have the documentation.
I know, but I was worried I'm going to like click the wrong button or something. And then they're going to be like, you clicked the wrong button. It's time to go to jail. I'm going to be like, fuck.
I'll see you there.
We'll go together. Okay. I want to get into this episode of Traitors because we got a lot to get through. We've got 3 packed episodes. So a couple reminders. We will have our Love Island Australia recap episode out on Thursday. Traitors episodes will air every Monday. In the meantime, with All Stars, TBD what our Thursday episode will be, but one will be out this Thursday and it will be about Love Island Australia. And I just want to thank the following people for a 5-star review while we've been on hiatus. Thank you to RV Cross, Leah 1996 CJ, Kemp 94, and Ericonda _. Ooh, that rhymed.
It did. Wow. If you would like to leave us a 5-star review, we would also really like that. So please do that. You can do that on Apple Podcasts. You can also leave us a rating on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. 5 stars everywhere. Please, please, please. It is helpful for us. And then go ahead and follow us on socials. You can do that after you DM us about wanting to offer free tax advice. You can find us anywhere at She's Got the Chat on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Blue Sky, YouTube, or Facebook. And in addition to leaving ratings and reviews, please subscribe to our podcast. That's going to be the best way to make sure that you are up to date and those episodes are landing right in your feed as soon as they are available, which is usually very early in the morning. So if you're an insomniac, definitely subscribe.
Absolutely. All right, Ari, let's get into the Traitors season 4.
Let's do it. Let's chat.
They blessed us with 3 episodes in our first drop, so we're kicking off with episode 1. We have Alan Cumming introduces us to our cast. We see the Range Rovers pull up to the castle. Fire erupts.
Gabe was watching with me and he immediately goes, Rob's unfazed.
Of course, Rob's unfazed.
He's like,
oh,
he's going to be
fire.
scared of
Say-
a little fire.
Oh, God. This episode is going to be a lot of glazing for Rob, and I don't care.
If you don't want to hear us pant, turn it off now.
I agree, because it's going to be packed, jam-packed with that.
If you don't want to hear me sloshing around on my chair.
I'm going to slide off of this chair in 5 seconds. Oh my God. Okay, so everybody meets each other. Johnny ITMs that he is best friends with Tara, but they're going to be playing it cool. They don't want everyone to know that they're best friends yet.
Smart.
And we see Maura and Rob have this very funny interaction where she's like, I did not expect to see you here. And he is so chill about it.
Dude, she goes, you have to stick by me. And he goes, maybe.
We'll see. Maybe. I was like, okay, baby. Wow.
To be just like so unfazed in the face of royalty of your own game.
I know. But also, like, I kind of understand where he's coming from with Maura, because I feel like in After Sun, she was pretty critical of him, if I recall.
Ooh.
And I don't really blame him, because, like, he got such a, I mean, he didn't get a terrible edit on Love Island, obviously, but he got, like, a mild villain edit. And
according to some.
It's according to some, not us, but some. And obviously Maura and Ariana were like, he's a fuckboy, he's fucking over Leah, da-da-da-da-da. Like, that was very much the narrative.
I remember Ariana saying that, but I don't fully remember Maura going in on him. But
She
I would
didn't go on
understand
him the same way that Ariana did, but I think she did a little bit. Anyway, we see Alan come up the stairs with the guards, and Alan tells us that he will be picking the first traitor now, but no one, not even the audience, is going to know the identity of the traitor. He actually breaks the fourth wall with this line.
Yeah.
Which was dope.
Not even you.
I know. And I was like, what? Why?
I know. I was like, I hate it.
Yeah. We can talk more about the secret traitor tactic, but we see them all open a chest one by one. One person will see a traitor's card. Candiace goes first. They have to like face the other contestants when the card is revealed to them. Then we see Donna go. And when Donna goes, Rob is like, I love her.
I love that woman. That's how you make athletes. I wrote, I want to have his babies.
Same. Then, yeah, but they go up one by one. We see their reactions. After the reactions, I had no idea who the secret traitor was.
Same. I thought maybe Michael Rappaport, but I didn't know. I also wanted to comment. The last person to go up was Rob C. And yes. Alan says, are you ready to play? And Rob goes, so fucking hard. I was like, that's a weird thing to say on television.
It sounds like he's so fucking hard. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's what the way that he said it was giving like, I'm so fucking hard. I mean, he is in the presence of other Rob, so I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. I'd be hard as well.
Rob is such an incredibly important name on this show.
It is.
Robert in general. Bob the drag queen. Boston Rob.
Boston Rob.
Yeah.
That's it.
They have a podcast now.
I know. I love it. The official Traitors podcast.
This is the official Traitors podcast.
I agree. I was about to say this is like the unofficial Traitors podcast, but this is the, I don't want to say better. It's probably the better Traitors podcast.
It's definitely better. Did you listen?
No, I haven't.
It's fine, but it's like not in depth.
Okay. That's a bummer. Wow. You'd think. All right. So then we see all of the contestants check out the castle and they all start to discuss who could be a faithful or a traitor. Jam Jam thinks it could be Donna Kelsey. And we see Maura ITM that she's going to be playing the game nice and sweet at first, just to get everybody off her tail, really.
Yeah.
Then we see the contestants go to the round table. And we get the usual contestants. Here's why I should be a traitor. Here's why I should be a faithful to Alan. And then we see him walk the room. He's picking our traitors. So first he taps Candiace. And I was like, oh shit, this is going to be fun. Mm-hmm. Then he taps Lisa Rinna. And I was like, 2 housewives?
I'm already in shock at this point. I'm already beyond my wildest dreams.
I was like, this is crazy. And I go, well, he has to pick a gamer next, surely. No, he walks over to Rob Roush and taps his fucking shoulder. Ari.
The scream I scrumped.
I was gooped, gagged. Could not.
Oh, I didn't even see that was your...
That's my note.
That's your literal note.
I was like, what?
I know. This is why I'm saying the season is for the girlies.
It is for the girlies. I was like, honestly, it was like in that moment I had this delusional thought of like someone in the Traitors production listens to She's Got the Chat. And this was done for us specifically.
If that's true, what do we need to do to be the official podcast? What do we need to do to interview Rob?
How can we get on the next season of the Traitors?
How can we get on this season of the Traitors with Rob? How can we transport our bodies, our souls into Lisa Rinna
6 months into the
and Candiace's bodies? Yeah, exactly.
God, I know.
I don't know. Let us know.
Oh, okay. So Alan lets us know that there will be no murder tonight. Everyone is very relieved to hear this.
But we do see some ITMs of how excited our traitors are. And Lisa Rinna just had an iconic ITM that I might make the title of this episode, which is, I'm happy I get to lie, deceive, and kill people.
Yes. And when she was talking, I also liked her line about, she's like, I'm Lisa fucking Rinna.
Yeah.
Like, period.
Why would I be a good traitor? Because I'm Lisa fucking Rinna. This is, I will say, like, in those conversations with Alan, this is when I started to be annoyed about the secret traitor. Because I'm like, the entire point of like an ITM or of a conversation like that is that we are fully being let in as the audience. And that somebody there is not in their ITMs talking about what's actually happening, that somebody is trying to deceive us, I don't like.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think if they want to do secret traitor in the future, we the audience should know who the secret traitor is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that we need to know, and then the other traitors cannot know. That's fine, but we need to know everything.
Yeah. I also kind of think that there being a secret traitor that the traitors don't know about gives them a slight advantage at the start, because then they are better able to play a faithful game because they're also trying to sniff out a traitor.
100%. Yes, they are genuinely trying to figure out who the traitor is, which makes it easier to pretend like you're trying to figure out who the traitor is.
Totally.
Candiace also, I realized, had a great ITM that I wrote down. She said, I'm excited to have the power in my very manicured and moisturized hand.
Oh. I love Candiace. She's one of my favorite housewives. I've always really liked her. I never really knew. I think because I like watched a lot of these shows, like sort of like not in line with their airing, and like I didn't really keep up with them online as much until now. I never really knew how other people felt about Candiace.
Yeah, she's a very controversial figure.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people do like her. So
yeah, I mean, maybe from the show. I will say, like, on Potomac, she was a very controversial figure.
I agree. Yeah.
Probably because of her fight with Monique. Yeah, which was one of the wildest things I've ever seen on Housewives.
Yeah.
You have seen Potomac, but you have not seen Beverly Hills, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Aren't you glad that I told you that Lisa Rinna's husband was Harry Hamlin, because her literal first ITM was, I wish I could call Harry Hamlin. You would be like, what are you talking about?
I know. I am glad that you told me that. But I just did also like discover that when I was doing her little bio and everything, which just for the listeners who might have missed this, Lisa reposted our little bio pic of her.
Yes, she did.
And said, LOL. And I assume she was laughing at the fact that I said she was an Eminem.
Yeah. I assumed the same. Did you see the tweet that I sent you that was, Traitors is amazing because it brings these reality people back to their essence. Porsha is stupid. Rob is hot. Candiace is cunning. Lisa is Harry Hamlin. Donna Kelsey is
so
there. Amazing tweet.
It's so good. Okay. So we see all of the contestants chat, and Natalie claims that she's a faithful and she wants to play an aggressive, faithful game. Michael says that mathematically, there's probably at least one gamer and one housewife that is a traitor, because there's 5 gamers and 5 housewives.
Error. Immediately making enemies of half the house.
I know. He's a nightmare.
To put it lightly.
To say the least. Yeah. Candiace immediately says that she thinks that Lisa is a traitor.
Candiace.
Oh my God. And Michael says that people don't trust quietness. He's talking about Rob. He's like, your good looks and your quietness is going to be an issue in this game.
Your ugliness and your loudness is going to be an issue in this game, Michael.
That part.
That's what Rob should have said. But what he says, I think, is like, I'll talk to you if you talk to me.
Yeah. And he's also ITMs that his quietness is a strength. He's correct. His good looks are also a strength. We see Tiffany and Rob C agree to have an alliance, and then we see all the contestants go to bed.
They talk about how they should have a gamer alliance with Jam, Natalie, and whoever the other gamer is.
Ian,
which, does not happen. We then see our first turret. That literally me is the screen grab of Lisa Rinna walking up to Alan to accept her Traitors cloak. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where she's like,
yes. Her big ass lips.
Yeah. Oh, she's so iconic.
She's really iconic. I love her.
She's one of my favorite housewives of all time. I've always said that. I also just want to be very honest and say that I said that I didn't think she would be a good traitor. I stand by that. I don't know how she's going to do when there's pressure on her. She's very much flying under the radar right now, but at some point they will suspect her, and I don't know how that's going to go for her. I don't think that she's playing this game how she would if she was a faithful, and that is what's so interesting about Traitors being in this celebrity format, because obviously, like, with the all normie seasons, you don't know how this person normally is, but you do know how at least some of the people in the castle know how Lisa Rinna normally is and how they would expect her to play the game. And so I think that we'll see. I could be totally wrong, but I just wanted to be honest about that. Just like my Taylor Swift confession.
I have a prediction about how this is going to end.
Do you want to wait until the end to share?
Oh, yeah, I'll wait till the end to share. Yeah.
Okay. You have to stay tuned to the end of the episode.
To the end. I think I'm right, but yeah, go ahead.
All right. Lisa and Candiace see each other. They are so excited. They're like, this is iconic. There's never been 2 housewives before. Rob then walks in. On the way to the turret, Rob is like, I just am hoping that whoever my fellow traitors are level-headed and smart and calm.
Right. And they are not that.
And they are 2 housewives.
I know, but the trio of them is so good.
It's so good. It was just such a beautiful placement of those ITMs.
It was.
Be like, lol.
I know. Also, like, I couldn't help but notice how tall he is when he was in the turret. I know. I was like, wow.
Climb him like a tree. Candiace immediately admits that she said Lisa's name, but she will walk it back. Rob was like, I didn't say anyone's name because I was scared I would be right. A genius. A good player.
Yes.
Rob ITMs that he feels like Candiace and Lisa will be conniving. And then we see the Red Cloak secret traitor. They all on the turret are figuring out that none of them got the card. So there's a fourth traitor. And then Alan comes to the turret and confirms that. He's like, this fourth traitor will not join you. You won't know their identity. They'll work alone. How it's going to work is that every night they're going to come up with a short list for murder. And they will keep making a short list until these traitors unite with them as one.
Which was a confusing sentence, but Lucas was watching with me and I was like, what do you think that means? He goes, it means it's going to happen whenever the production decides it's going to happen. I was like, you're not. Okay, that's correct.
As long as they want this secret traitor to be a secret traitor, they will make a short list. And then when they decide that they can be a normal traitor, then they'll be a normal traitor.
Yes, exactly.
Candiace is like, this sucks. We're second fiddles. She's not wrong.
Right.
They agree to have loyalty among the traitors, which I feel like they often do and often doesn't go well. But so far is going well for them. And
Agreed.
then in the morning, Colton really starts to lean into his identity in this castle, which is gay.
Gay.
He's like, no one will remember that I was a stalker if I lean into being gay.
If I remind everyone I'm gay now. Yeah.
And by that, I mean, he literally says that he used to be a pro athlete at one point in his life, but now he's just a gay.
A gay. Yeah. I was like, all right, Colton.
Oh my God.
He wants that Peter Weber edit. He wants that Dylan Efron edit.
So we can talk about this more, but Colton is good at this game.
He is. And I suspected he would be.
Because The Bachelor preps you.
Yes. The Bachelor really preps you. And also he was one of the best like bachelors in terms of like producing his own show.
Yes. He manipulated the
that
producers.
we've seen. He did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I suspect he'll be very good at this game.
But even beyond that, Arian Lyondike was really good at this game. Peter Weber was very good at this game. Like it just, I think, is a good training ground. Surprisingly, it doesn't feel like it would really translate, but it does.
It does. I agree.
So the mission that they're doing this morning is that there are 100 coffins floating on the lake. 12 have gold in them and are marked with a $sign. The rest are marked with X's. They are in 3 boats. They paddle around. Once they find the right boat with a $sign, they tow the coffin to the graveyard, put it in an empty grave, and by doing so, they can earn up to $30,000. Rob immediately takes charge. I was like, oh, interesting. And we see him ITM that in order to justify why he's not dying every night, he has to be an extremely valuable player and win a lot of money. And I was like, that, he is so smart.
He's so smart. He's so smart. All right. I just feel so vindicated watching him play this game. And everyone now is like, wait, I kind of love Rob. And I'm like, we've literally been screaming this from the rooftops since day one. Since he was a Casa Amor bomb.
I'm sorry. I'm playing this right now. Okay, ready? This is...
really awkward conversation. He says his love language is to be pestered. From the first conversation with Rob, I loved him.
The first conversation when he was a Casa Bum and didn't even get back into the main villa. We knew, but I knew more than
we
you.
knew.
From moment one.
Hold on. I always knew that he was an amazing player. I just wasn't sure if he was mega. That's all.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm still not sure, but I don't care anymore.
I really
don't think he is.
I also feel extremely vindicated. My friend Erica was she's like, I usually save Traitors to like binge it all, but I was like, you have to listen or you have to watch as it comes out so you can listen to the podcast. She was texting me, she's like, what was Rob like on Love Island? I might have to watch. I was like, literally the sway that this man has over everyone in his presence or that just watches him on TV, every single person in his radius falls in love with him instantaneously. Can you imagine what it would feel like to hold that power as a human? It's like too much power for any human.
All right, I was thinking about that literally this morning. I was walking the dog thinking, wow, what is it like to be Rob? Because he's so attractive and he's so charming and he's so subtle. And how must that feel to have that power?
Like the people
Unreal.
in the castle are immediately swooning over him. We see people
exactly
try to jump into his arms. We see like it is. I have never seen anything like it. It needs to be scientifically studied.
I know. It's got to go to your head.
Every TikTok I saw a TikTok today of somebody talking about Traitors, and they were like, Rob Roush. Sorry, I don't know that how to pronounce his last name, even though it will be mine soon. Like everyone,
it's Roush.
No,
I
know.
looked it up today because I was like unsure.
I know. I told you I miss his
Okay.
Roush, but I'm just saying, like, everyone wants to be his wife.
Yes, 100%.
I would call my wedding off. Gabe, I love you. I would call it off. Or I guess I would just like substitute him in.
Wait, I actually found this TikTok. I need to send it to you because it's actually exactly you. Enjoy, because this is literally your life.
Why didn't I make this?
You still can.
It's somebody watching Rob on Traitors, and it says when we're about to walk down the aisle, but need to call up Rob Roush just to be sure. And it's to Lips of an Angel.
Hi, Key.
Yeah, I think I'll make it.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
really
that's you.
funny. Anyway, so they essentially choose one strong rower, boatsman, etc. for each boat. We have Steven on the white team, Colton on the green team, Rob on the red team, and they lead the 3 boats.
I was just going to say, I don't know why Natalie wasn't leading because she is jacked.
She is jacked and she is competitive as fuck.
Yes, very.
Because she's a woman. She doesn't have a penis. She can't row. I know that you are on the bandwagon of it's super rude that everyone, or that the Chiron person said that Steven is from One Tree Hill, not from Laguna Beach. I never watched Laguna Beach, but I was such a One Tree Hill girly. Obsessed. We'll never forget him being a clean teen. Brooke Davis taking his virginity in a car.
Wow.
Love. So, and
I love that.
I saw him and Rob walking into the breakfast room together on TikTok, and somebody was like, my 14-year-old self and 28-year-old self genuinely reaching flow state. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, that's like accurate. The beauty of the show. Like watching Rob and Lisa Rinna play chess, I just like it is every moment of it, it just fills me with joy.
I agree.
The graves are each marked with people's names, and Johnny makes a joke about being on the gay boat. He's like, it's me, it's the gay bachelor,
it's Monet,
Jam, and it's Taylor Swift's future
Donna.
mother-in-law.
It is the gay boat. That's hilarious.
So the red boat finds money first. The red boat being Rob's boat, and they read the instructions that basically if they place a coffin into a player's grave, then that player will be up for murder tonight, and the empty graves are shielded from murders. The one thing that I think that Natalie is like not getting about the game is before every challenge, she's just like, we need shields, we have to find the shields, and it's like, it's much more complicated than that, girly. How did nobody think like, why don't I just take this coffin out of my own grave and put it in somebody else's grave?
That's a great question, actually. I don't know why no one did that. That would have been a smart thing to do. I don't think they they certainly didn't tell the audience. Right. They didn't say that.
Boston Rob said on the official recap podcast that he would have done that.
Yeah.
So
that would have been smart.
They put it in Ron's grave. They're just kind of going for being as speedy as possible. Ian and Rob C are annoyed by this. They're like, we're gamers. That's not how you do it. You have to be more like intentional than that. The green boat puts it in my future husband's grave. The red boat puts it in Eric's grave. Natalie gets the green boat to agree to target everyone in the white boat. So she's like, we have a better chance of being safe if none of us put it in each other's and we all just put it in the white. Very smart move. Green puts it in Michael's. White cannot agree. Candiace says Donna. The guys say Rob C. Candiace is like, we need Rob C, which is smart of her. That doesn't make her seem like a traitor.
Yeah.
They end up putting it in Donna's. She's like, she's older.
Yeah.
She doesn't give a fuck about the wrath of the Swifties.
Nope. No. This is also when we should put it in a Housewives issue comes up. And I've looked at the clip a couple times. It's definitely not Michael saying it. I think it's Ron Funches saying it. But it's a suspicious editing.
I do think it was Ron as well, but it did come up and Candiace was like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Green then backs out of their alliance, puts it in Rob C's. There is coffins in Dorinda's, Ian's, and Mark's. And then White is running. They put it in Porsha's at the very last second. And Alan says it wasn't on time. And Michael goes, based on what? And Alan goes, based on the clock.
Don't ever question Alan. Ever.
What do you mean based on what? Like you didn't get it in on time.
Exactly. This is a race.
He is like the ultimate victim mentality. He's like,
yeah.
I thought that we would discuss we should get the shields. And based on what? Like literally the clock. Like just shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. That needs to be the number one message to him.
And I think Maura says it very soon.
Yeah.
The vulnerable people are standing behind their graves and the safe people go home.
Yeah, so the safe people go home and we get a really great eye roll from Rob.
Yes, which we've been waiting for, his signature move.
Yes.
The vulnerable people have to fill in their own graves with dirt, and the safe people wonder who there didn't look nervous. Maura is like, we have to pretend to be sad for them.
Yeah.
Candiace tells Porsha about Michael wanting to go for the housewives in the car on the way back. And Maura is also in that car and is like, oh, like she definitely hears it in that moment.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. The vulnerable then return to the castle, and they all sort of figure that a traitor could have been standing in front of their grave. That's always a possibility. Porsha then confronts Michael about the housewife comment. He is like, I did not say that. Who said that I said that? Ron says that didn't happen. That's because you said it, Ron.
He's like, I know for a fact Michael didn't say that.
Yeah, exactly. Michael then decides to confront everyone in the kitchen. And Candiace is like, well, you misheard me. She says that to Porsha. Candiace then clarifies that she had said he had made a comment about the housewives earlier, but not necessarily during the challenge. Maura is then asked about it because obviously she was in the car. And she's like, I don't remember what was said. Which is actually smart for her to just not get involved whatsoever.
100%. She does ITM the same though. Like I think that she genuinely might not remember. But Candiace, this was a major misstep.
Yes, agreed.
She could have still put the same heat on Michael by being like, I said we're not putting it in housewives' graves because he had mentioned something about the housewives. Because that's true. But the specificity of the lie is what fucked her. The only thing that kind of saved her is that Porsha is like so easily manipulated that she was like, well, maybe I misheard you.
I know.
But you can't get away with that with other people. And other people were there. They heard the conversation. Like that is still going to potentially screw over Candiace in the future. That and the conga line. We'll talk about that.
I think so too. Yeah. So Michael's offended by all of this. Candiace kind of fights back, and Rob Roush says that Candiace is going to get in trouble for talking too much.
True.
Yeah. We then see Monet and Candiace think that Michael could be a traitor because of all of his actions. Rob C says that it's not normal traitor behavior. Like, to be talking so much is not normal traitor behavior. I do think he's generally correct about that. Mm-hmm. And then the secret traitor picks 4 people for the short list: Rob R, Ian, Mark, and Eric. And they sort of all wonder if the secret traitor is Jam Jam or Colton.
Yeah. They think it might be Jam Jam just because the handwriting, I think.
Yes, exactly. So in episode 2, they're up in the turret and the traitors are weighing their options on who they should kill. They say that Ian is a smart and capable person and he's a gamer. He could be a good option. Mark is kind of a random choice. Eric is another low-key one. Choosing Mark or Eric is kind of, it would create more confusion for everybody. They then decide to make a decision.
This is partially why I don't like the secret traitor setup because I want to know why Donna picked those people.
Yes, agreed. I know. I think it would also be interesting if the traitors that we know picked the short list and then Donna picked the death.
Yeah.
That could be another twist.
Yeah.
But in breakfast, first into the breakfast room is Lisa, Tiffany, Monet, and Caroline. They discuss what Candiace did or did not say regarding Michael and the housewife comment. Then Porsha, Maura, Steven, Kristen, and Johnny enter. They talk about the situation, the confrontation between Michael and Candiace.
Porsha is like, what situation? And they were like, your situation.
You're the situation, yeah. She really is so clueless.
Yeah. I just want to remind
Poor
everyone
Porsha.
before we get into some of her misspeaks that this sweet baby girl thought that the Underground Railroad was a train. She was like, well, there has to be a hole because where is the conductor?
I just watched that episode, Ari, and I was dying because they're in this church in Savannah, and the guy pointing out, he's like, yeah, there's air holes down here for the people who are hiding under. And she goes, yeah, but there must be room for a train. Like, how did they fit that under there? And everyone's like, no, Porsha, there was no train. People were physically hiding their bodies under the floor. And she's like, they had to keep repeating it to her. They did not understand. And it was like all these ITMs of like, there is no train.
Have you seen the episode yet where she says all 265 days a year?
I think I did. Yeah.
She's just not that smart. And I love her. I love her so much. But
She's funny.
This is where like it would be great if everyone had seen each other's shows because then you could know that about her and not blame her for her misspeaks. But I guess maybe that just means you're not good at the game if you are going to be saying these sorts of things.
It's true. It's true. She got herself in trouble. Next into the breakfast room are Colton, Natalie, Jam Jam, Tara, and Candiace. Then we see Dorinda, Ron, Rob C, and Donna enter. Everyone cheers for Dorinda. Dorinda cries.
She
I loved this.
Literally cries. She's like
gave her a standing ovation
on the other side of the table, like taking it in, wiping her eyes.
I know.
I'm like, LOL.
Sweet baby Dorinda. I loved it.
So funny.
Rob C feels like Jam Jam could be a traitor. And then last in is Eric, Rob R, Mark, and Michael. So we discover that they have killed Ian.
Yes.
Tiffany says she feels bad for Ian, and Colton finds this suspicious. Alan then comes in to announce the next mission. He says, ready to be thrown into the next mission. Monet then says that she wants Rob R to throw her.
Are we using
like, me,
her?
I'm saying her. I did
feel
say
like
him
they say
in this one because
he.
he's out of drag. Yeah, let me look up Monet's pronouns.
They've been saying he.
Okay, then he. Yeah, if she's not in drag, then, or if he's not in drag. Okay, yeah. So she, her, he, him, depending. Okay, so yeah, so Monet is like, I want Rob to throw me, and Jam Jam's like, me next.
Not
like,
before me.
Me also, please. Rob R also ITMs that he suspects that Michael could be the secret traitor.
Yeah. Dorinda, Porsha, Ron, and Tara discuss who could be a traitor by wondering why Ian was killed. I do think that the secret traitor thing makes it a bit harder for the faithfuls because they obviously don't know that that's happening. So, I don't know. But I also think that it kind of screws the secret traitor because ultimately it was their decision. Porsha says, I think it could have been Ian. So... Oh, you and I totally interpreted this differently.
Oh, okay.
So I interpreted this moment as Porsha was trying to understand why they did it. And she was putting herself in their shoes. And she was like, let's say I'm a traitor. I killed Ian.
Uh-huh. Okay. I got you. Yeah, I took that as I'm the one who decided to put the coffin in his grave. Because I think she had a say in that, if I'm not mistaken. But I might be wrong.
I'm pretty sure that it was like she was like doing a thought experiment
An empathy thing.
of like why. Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Ron is immediately suspicious of her. He's like, Other people are suspecting Michael. Tiffany thinks it's Donna. I do feel bad for Donna, although I mean, she absolutely should not have won the money. I get that they're all famous and most of them don't need it, but Donna specifically does not need the money.
Yeah.
So I'm not that sad that she's gone, but I do think that the producers fucked her a little bit because everyone just thought she was going to be a traitor because she's just such a good choice. And so
it's so random. Yeah. Totally.
Porsha says, we could get 2 faithfuls out a day. Donna thinks that was a slip up. I think what she meant by that was we could be accidentally voting out faithfuls instead of traitors, but she's not choosing her words wisely. However, Porsha is like that, and so if she was really being intentional and choosing her words wisely, then it would seem like she was playing a game because that's not how she is. So she was kind of damned if she did, damned if she didn't.
Absolutely.
Porsha then leaves, and Ron brings this up. Michael and Donna are like, yes, she also said this other thing. And then we see our mission, which is to transport 3 thrones back to the castle from, according to them, very far away. They'll come across 3 stops to collect $24,000 worth of gold. The thrones are also shields, so those sitting on a chair when they return to the castle are safe from murder. And there are shield tokens, which can be used to swap players onto the throne. If they fail to get back to the castle in 45 minutes, then they earn nothing, and they will not be given time checks. So they have to figure this out on their own.
Right. And Tiffany opts into being the timekeeper. And I am fascinated as to how she did it. Do you think it was just vibes?
I think that she kind of started doing it and then they all took over. But I think that because she was on the throne at first, she just was like, I'll kind of try to count.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But she kept up with it, and she was ahead of time, but she was relatively accurate.
She was ahead of time and then she was behind time.
That's right. Right.
So they have to decide who's going to go on the thrones first. Like I said, they pick the lightest people. So Caroline, Tiffany, and Candiace. And then the first stop, they're searching through the trees. They're searching through apple barrels. Monet finds the first token and he gives it to Lisa. He says that she was the first tiny person he saw. She goes and switches out with Caroline. Steven finds a token and gives it to Dorinda, who switches with Candiace. And then at the second stop, they have to pull these fishing nets out from the water. Steven finds another token, gives it to Caroline, who switches with Tiffany. Maura finds a token and goes and kicks out Dorinda.
This is my throne now. Something like that is what she said.
At the third stop, they search through the forest. Colton is very adamant that he gets himself a token. So he finds a token, he kicks out Lisa, and he is standing there with his token trying to figure out which of the 3 of them to kick out. And he goes, I feel like I'm about to give out a rose. What do you mean? He's like, I was the gay bachelor. If you forgot, I was on The Bachelor and now I'm a gay.
I actually didn't catch him saying that. That's funny. I feel like
it's the opposite of giving out a rose.
It is very much the opposite. Yeah.
Rob then finds a token. He gives it to Jam Jam. I thought that this was an error because I get that a lot of the guys were finding tokens and giving them to smaller women strategically, but this was the last stop. I think that Rob should have taken the token personally.
I agree. I wonder if this will bite him in the ass later, but I suspect not.
He also is just the only person who didn't give it to somebody that would be easy to pull. It's not like Jam Jam would be easier to pull than Rob. So why? There's not a lot of logic there. Whereas, Steven giving it to Dorinda or Monet giving it to Lisa makes more sense strategically.
Yep, I agree. Well, Jam Jam does make a plea to, I will say this, he does make a plea to Rob saying please give it to me.
Yeah.
And Rob, of course, ITM's Jam Jam was just giving me these puppy dog eyes, and so I gave him the token.
And I thought he might be the secret traitor, and so I wanted to get on his good side.
Yeah, and I think regardless, that is a good play for Rob to earn favor with Jam Jam, which is ultimately smart. Jam Jam is a good player. So if Rob as a traitor can be trusted by Jam Jam, then he's in a good position. So
yeah,
pros and cons, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it
I
is
guess.
ultimately suspicious why you wouldn't want to save yourself more. Yeah.
Exactly. So Jam Jam kicks out Maura. They have a whole exchange about it. Maura is very, very betrayed and upset.
Yes.
They end up returning in time, and Colton, Jam Jam, and Caroline have the shields. They added $22,500 to the prize pot. Crazy. Very,
Nice.
very well done. Oh, we didn't even mention
Yeah.
this, but when Jam Jam put the token in to kick Maura off, Michael was like, wait a minute, but what about, and it's like, it's too late, dude. And
It's too
then
late.
they get back and they find out that they did it in time, and he's like, well, I just don't understand why the shields were done in the way that they were. Like, why didn't we have a conversation about it? Like, what do you I
do you
hate him
mean?
so much.
Right. Like why would you be collectively wasting time to decide who should be in the chair?
Exactly.
No,
and
it's
like,
every man for
if
himself.
you felt like you needed a token, then you needed to find a token or give Rob puppy dog eyes, one of the two.
Exactly.
I also wanted to note that it looks like Alan Cumming had like bleach in his hair when they pulled up. Like it looked like his hair was actively being bleached.
Oh, yeah. With the black or whatever. Or maybe it was white. Yeah.
It was bleach.
It was bleach. Okay, yeah. I remember. Yeah, it was like pasted up or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe they were bleaching it. Yeah,
Maybe they were like,
it's possible.
oh, get out of the salon chair. You have to go tell them that they did it in time.
They're like, they finished 10 minutes early. Get out of there.
Yeah.
So they all go into the castle. Everybody's eating. And Monet asks Donna her thoughts. Donna gives them nothing. And then Candiace says she does suspect Donna as a traitor. Michael suspects that people will bring him up at the round table as a traitor. Colton also suspects Donna could be one. And Porsha says there's at least 4 traitors. And everyone is like, how would you know that, though, unless you're a traitor?
How would she know that?
I know. I was like, damn, Porsha. Like, you are shooting yourself in the foot.
This is the worst one. The other two, I get.
This is
This
bad.
one, I'm like, she said there are at least 4. There are 4. And I'm like,
Right.
Porsha.
I was like, maybe Porsha is the secret traitor.
No, but even if you're the secret traitor, you wouldn't know how many other traitors there were.
That's a good point.
Like,
actually.
how
Yeah,
did she
that's
know
true.
that?
Yeah, that's a good point. She just guessed correctly.
Yeah.
All right, well, we go into the round table. Natalie is the first to speak, and she brings up Donna. She thinks that Donna has been acting stressed. Donna says that she is going to be a wasted vote if they pick her. Ron then brings up what Candiace said to Porsha, and then what she said about Ian, and then about the number of traitors, how these are all 3 pieces of evidence. Porsha says that she misspoke, and she's been trying to put herself in the mind of a traitor. Donna and Michael confirm what Porsha had said, and Natalie says that she hasn't had any slip-ups because she's a faithful. So
You haven't had any slip-ups because your brain worked a little bit look at, I'm slipping up as I say this. Your brain is a little bit more well-oiled than Portia's, okay?
Yes.
Not because you're a faithful. That's rude.
exactly. Yes. Yeah. Candiace tries to defend Porsha, but then pivots at the conversation to Donna, and Donna tries to counter it to Candiace, saying, oh, you're a traitor. Michael then brings up his annoyance about the shields. Like, he's a terrible faithful. It's like you're trying to suss out who the traitor is, and now you're bringing up this grievance that you have. Michael says, we got rid of Ian, which was a mistake that I was hoping would cost him.
Rob immediately
Everyone-
goes, wait, who's we? So smart.
Right. And yeah, and everyone starts to argue. This is also when he's talking and Maura is like, stop speaking. And like, what do you mean we? We didn't kill Ian. The traitors killed Ian.
Well, Mara said that to him in the kitchen, like before. I think she literally said, shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, I think she did that too. But she did it at the round table as well.
Yeah.
So I watched this clip a couple times as well.
Speaking for all of us.
Yeah. Eric says that whenever Michael speaks, he throws people off. True. And Monet explains that this is why people think that he is a traitor. They are all arguing, but then they have to vote. And they vote out Porsha, and she reveals that she is a faithful. After the round table, Ron says that he knows he has a target on his back now. Carolyn says that she thinks Ron played them all like a fiddle, and it was bad that the housewives turned on each other.
Because Lisa voted for Porsha.
Yes.
Which, I agree, is not a great move.
It's not good. Yeah.
Lisa, Rob, and Candiace are now told that they will have to do a murder in plain sight. There are tarot cards in the kitchen behind one of the pictures, and they represent the players that the secret traitor has put on the short list. They have to decide of those 4 who to kill and burn it in the breakfast room before the night is over. If they are successful, that person will be murdered and they will meet the secret traitor. Rob figures out immediately. He goes, it's behind the Reaper painting, obviously. He was like, well, it was easy because I knew exactly which painting it was behind.
I knew immediately where it was. It was behind the Reaper painting, obviously.
Woo! The problem that they have is that everyone is in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And Candiace has what she thinks is a genius idea, and she goes, oh, I know, now would be such a good time for a conga line.
Conga line! Which is apparently like a housewives thing.
Really?
I saw this on Threads today, but it was Kathy Hilton is like the leader of the conga line.
Well, Kathy Hilton is not even a real housewife.
Oh, well, I don't know. This is just what I saw. I saw her talking about doing a conga line and getting mad about it, and then I saw her at a event leading a conga line of housewives.
Was it at Andy Cohen's baby shower?
I don't know. It looked like it was nighttime, maybe. It looked like a party.
Yeah, his baby shower looked like a party.
Okay, then it might have been that, yeah. This was still a good distraction.
You think? I think this is going to
idea.
bite her in the ass.
It's too obvious of a distraction.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
yeah.
This thing and the Porsha thing of what she said to her in the car and then going back on it, those two, if they don't come back to bite her in the ass, Candiace in the ass, I will be shocked. Like, she's getting away with it for now, but the moment that there's suspicion on her, they're going to be like, yeah, that conga line thing was fucking weird.
Yes, agreed.
Especially because Rob C says to other people, I think that the traitors are doing a murder in plain sight. It's not like they just got rid of that thought because he ended up being murdered. He said it to other people. And so I think that this is going to come back and screw her.
The only reason I think it might not come back to screw over is that I don't think the other faithfuls realized a murder in plain sight had happened.
Yeah, but I think that they might find out at some point.
It's possible. Yeah.
Regardless, they know that it might have happened at some point if they've seen the show before. Again, when there is suspicion on Candiace, this is a weird thing that she did. Regardless of if they knew that ended in a murder in plain sight or not.
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought that this was wild, but I guess it also worked. But she really kind of, I felt like, put herself out there as the sacrificial lamb in order to allow Rob to then do the hottest thing I've ever seen, which was run and get the cards out of the wall as he
I know. Well, first, hold on. He briefly joins the conga line.
And then he's like, I'm not doing this.
Which is so on brand for him.
Yeah.
But then, go ahead.
Then he goes into the kitchen, like, very sneakily, runs, gets the cards out of the wall, and, like, as he goes to put them in his pocket, his shirt, like, I have chills.
I watched this an obscene amount of times, Ari. An obscene amount of times.
I want to tell you right now that I'd like to add an award to our show.
Ooh. Okay. Hottest thing he did today?
I want it to be the moment of the week. And this like is mine.
Maroon 5 Harder to Breathe. This is definitely mine. For sure.
I can't even think about it.
I know, I can't even think about it. I know.
What?
I know. It was like the little bit of skin. I was like, oh my God. I just want to lick his abs.
I want to, like, stitch my skin to his.
Oh God.
The way that I feel is not normal. Like, this is
I'm down bad, Ari. It's bad.
It's so bad.
I'm down bad. Like I have it really is like it's like been an insane feeling because I feel like it's like an ex has come back into my life. Like genuinely, because I remember how down bad I was during his season of Love Island. And then it's like, oh, he hasn't been like around that much. He doesn't even post that much, which is so smart of him. Mind you, Thursday, right? This motherfucker, you know how I'm in his channel, the Neglected Baddies channel. He texts all of us. He texted the Neglected Baddies. He texted us and he was like, "Hey guys, I'm on a new show. It's called The Traitors." And when I saw that Rob messaged me on Instagram, my heart dropped. And then I had to remember, Maura, I was like, "Maura, you're in a channel with 40,000 other people."
I'm on a new show. It's called The Traitors. It's so crazy.
And then, but yeah, no, ever since then though, I just like, I can't stop thinking about him. And I can't, oh my God, it's such a problem. It's like the crush never went away. It's like I'm back full force.
That's so interesting that you say that he's like an ex, because I would never break up with him. I've never forgotten.
Obviously. No, he would break up with me.
No, he wouldn't be able to break up with me due to our skin being stitched together.
Well, I would let him ruin my life. That's for sure.
Love how we're like shitting on Colton for being a stalker and then saying that. Anyway.
Okay,
Also,
I
to
would
be
never
very
put
clear,
a tracker in his car.
Yeah, Colton literally put a tracker in Cassie's car. Okay.
Yeah, I would never
when he
do
was
that to
trying
him.
to be straight. Oh, another thing that he said is right after the roundtable where the traitors were chosen, he was like, "I didn't want to feel the gay guilt again." Which I thought was
funny.
a pretty faithful thing to say, of like,
yeah,
I didn't want to have to pretend that I'm not something that I am, because I'm a gay now, out and proud to be a gay.
Yes.
Anyway, okay, so we see that the people on the short list are Monet, Rob C, Tara, and Kristen. And Rob goes and gets Lisa. He's like, "Do you know how to play chess?" She says no. He's like, "Let me teach you." They play chess. He is doing all of the pieces. This is the castle. This is the queen. This is the king. This is Tara. This is Rob C. This is Monet. This is Kristen.
Yeah.
So which one would you move?
This was amazing.
It was amazing. I'm slightly concerned that Tara
picked up on it.
I know. I was like, they are really doing this very in plain sight. And I think that, like, obviously Rob is trying to be collaborative, but it might have been smarter for him to just do it. Just to make the decision rather than being, a little bit more obvious in this moment.
Yeah, I think though that Tara being suspicious was more editing than it was in actuality.
I agree. Because I also do think that they were aware of everybody else in the room, and so probably when she was sitting there, they weren't actually like saying the names of the people. And she was like, "This is boring," and moved on. But it's one of those things that again might be filed away in the back of their heads, and then let's just say that like Lisa is found out as a traitor, does then that put suspicion on Rob or vice versa? Yeah,
I thought in general this was iconic. I also love the moment when he goes, "You like that?"
And she said, "Yeah." I might have to take my sweater off.
I know. I started this being like, "Oh, I might be cold in this sweater." I'm not cold at all. I'm very warm.
I
in
die.
my slutty little sweater vest. God, I love it. Okay.
They sneak into the breakfast room. The nighttime game over bell is already going off, so I kind of thought that they missed their opportunity, but they sneak in, they burn the card. Apparently they didn't. And with that, we move into episode 3. We see Colton, Caroline, and Jam Jam come into the breakfast room first. They felt distracted by Michael at the round table. Everyone keeps saying about Michael that either he is a traitor or he's a bad faithful. They all are very much on the same page that he is just like not a good person to have in this game. So I can't imagine that he's going to last much longer. I think that he'll probably have to be banished because since he does have a little bit of suspicion on him for being a traitor, I don't think that they're going to murder him. Next, we see Candiace, Donna, Mark, Dorinda, and Johnny come in. Candiace felt shocked by Ron's flip. Does that mean that he like got everyone to pile on Porsha?
Exactly. Yeah, that he was so successful in flipping everyone's opinion. Because she says this later, but like I didn't really realize she had been kind of leading the charge about accusing Donna, but she kind of implies that at the next round table. And she thinks it's like crazy that like everyone had come to a consensus because of her accusing Donna, and Ron was able to flip it and get everyone to accuse Porsha.
Yeah. I do think that Donna's main error in this game is trying to pretend like she's so starstruck by all of these like Survivor players and housewives when it's like you literally spend time with the
Taylor
most famous
Swift.
person in the world. Not only spend time with her, she's going to be your family. The number one most famous person in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even a Swift fan, and I would be starstruck. Of course. How can you not be?
And also, she like went back and forth between like, I'm so starstruck to I did the same thing when I saw Paul McCartney at the Super Bowl. I'm like, girl.
Like, okay. All right. Donna.
Girl.
All right. We've all seen Paul McCartney. It's fine.
So Donna says that Ron talked to her about his suspicions. They're like, who basically like did he talk to about this? She says me, which unfortunately is going to paint a huge target on Ron's back.
Yes.
We then see Natalie, Maura, Ron, Tiffany, and Michael come in. Tiffany tells Michael that Jam Jam is after him. They're after each other. This is a huge distraction. Great for the Traitors.
Yep,
Next in, this is the moment that somebody put on TikTok and was like, the flow state that I guess not for me, it's 14 and 28, but that's what this person said, that my 14 and 28-year-old self are in right now, seeing Steven and Rob walk in together. Eric is also there. And then last in, we have Monet, Tara, Lisa, and Kristen. They killed Rob C. I've said this before and I will say it again. If you are in this game, you need to know that the people who are coming in last are the people that were on the chopping block.
Yes. And it's interesting. Like, do you think that they maybe like film these scenes out of order sometimes? Like
No.
they'll do a whole scene and then they'll like do it again with different people coming in so that nobody can figure it out?
Not really. Yeah, I don't think so.
There's usually always at least one traitor too.
There's often a traitor that comes in last. Yeah, so it's I'm not saying that 100% of the time, but I would just say like keep track if you can have a little diary of like who walked in last, because the 4 people that came in are 3 people who are on the chopping block and 1 traitor. Although it doesn't really matter with the secret traitor. It's not like they're going to get a lot of information on who the traitors are by knowing that it was Monet, Tara, and Kristen. Anyway,
It's true.
they killed Rob C. Rob ITMs. There's only room for 1 Rob in this castle, and the Chiron R poofs away.
That was cinema. I love this, man. I loved it. It was so good.
Michael brings up how the gamers have to lie and cheat. Again, just making enemies everywhere he goes. Him and Jam Jam get into it. Alan comes in and he shares that today they will be doing a round table before the mission. I love this just to like keep them on their toes.
Totally. Agreed.
A little brunch round table. They should have had a mimosa.
I know,
Tiffany and Michael go into the secret room. She's like, I think you're onto something with Jam Jam, but you need to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Colton thinks that Colton thinks that the traitor could be Donna or maybe Ron. Candiace talks to Monet about Ron. Caroline wants to go back to Donna. Donna tries to bring up how the traitors, they're like, well, what evidence do you have that you're not a traitor? And she was like, well, often traitors will go really hard to try to get a shield. And Michael was really vocal about wanting a shield. Unfortunately, this is not a good argument. And
yeah.
She does also say that Rob C voted for Michael and then Rob C died, which is obviously intentional. Like that's partially why they chose to kill Rob C.
It's a red herring.
Yeah, they're like, I think that could be too obvious. And another great reason to kill Rob C is he's just too good at the game. So obviously none of them buy this.
Yep. Then we go into the round table. Candiace brings up Ron flipping things yesterday. Ron says that he was just presenting what he thought was truthful and implies that nobody else really respects him. He says, but just because that's the case, it doesn't mean that I'm a traitor. Donna says that she's just fangirling everybody, but she is trying to get to know people. And then Candiace is like, yes, but you're unassuming. You're an unassuming person. Donna asks then who is pushing for her the hardest. And Colton speaks up and says, I am. Tiffany then asks if Donna suspects anybody. Donna suspects Michael, gives some evidence for it. Michael says that he is the best faithful. He is the smartest, most attractive, best faithful.
Oh my God.
I hate him.
He was like, I'm the baddest, best, faithfulest faithful. Like his argument of like why he's a faithful is I am the most faithful. And then he has an ITM that unfortunately I thought was really funny, where he goes, the name of the game is Traitors. We're here to capture traitors. And I think Jam Jam is a traitor.
Yeah. Oh, this argument with Jam Jam was so uncomfortable. Jam Jam asks him who he thinks is a traitor, and Michael says Jam Jam. And they go, this whole back and forth that they have felt really racially charged to me. Like, I just think that Michael fucking hates Jam Jam. And he starts singing, if you're a traitor and you know it, clap your hands. Like, he's just being so obnoxious.
And Jam Jam goes, is that what you sing in the turret?
I know. That was good. Yeah, they fucking hate him.
Yeah.
They hate him. Anyway, the contestants then vote. Donna gets the most votes. She goes home and she reveals that she's a traitor.
I was kind of surprised.
I was surprised too.
Just because I thought it was too obvious.
I know. I like suspected it because it was like everyone was thinking it. But I was like, surely if that's the case, then it won't be. And again, I really did think that they'd pick a gamer, but no gamers, traitors so far.
I just think that they fucked her. Like she just was never going to do well in this game, but that's okay. Rob is very sad about her going home. He ITMs. I like her a lot. No, really, like I like her a lot. Is she married? Probably.
I know.
He wants to be Taylor Swift's dad.
I know. Taylor Swift, meet your new stepdad.
I'm so obsessed with him. It hurts me physically.
I know.
Like, I just put my actual face into my microphone. I've never done that before.
It's a lot. It's a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
Alan says that everyone will now head out for their mission today, and they have to pair up with the player that they trust the most. There's going to be one person. There is an odd number of people, so there's going to be one odd one out, which is not a good position to be in. So then they all kind of start to pair up loosely. It seems that Ron Funches will be the one left out. Their mission. One person is going to be locked in the cage, and the other has to fight for their partner's life. Ron does not have a partner, therefore he's automatically caged and up for murder. The cage players are then picked up and carried. They all walk together through the woods. The non-caged players have to find 10 skulls and stack them up, and in order to open their partner's cage. They've got 10 minutes to complete this task, and every player released will add 5K to the prize pot. Anyone who's not released is up for murder that evening. So they're doing this whole challenge, and we've got Colton and Caroline, Jam Jam, Steven, Maura and Rob, Tiffany and Michael, Kristen and Mark, Natalie, Monet, Rob. I already said that. Eric and Steven, Tara, Candiace, and Dorinda.
Rob twice.
That's my bad. Top of mind.
Rob on the brain.
Also, can I just say, I love Maura and Rob. I love that sentence. Maura and Rob.
I love that sentence. It's crazy. It's barely a sentence.
Oh my God.
Does it bother you how everyone calls her Moira?
They call her Maura, and I'm not shocked because everyone calls me that too.
Someone said Moira. I swear to God, it might have been Colton. Literally said Moira.
That's disrespectful.
It is.
Put some fucking respect on Mara Higgins' name. All right, Dorinda and Lisa are also paired up. So first, Rob sets Mara free. Now that's a sentence I love. Then
and she jumps into his arms.
She does. She jumps into his arms.
So many good sentences.
I do kind of ship them a little bit.
I know, me too, but she's too old.
Is she? Don't say that. That means I'm too old.
You are.
How old is he? 28?
She's 35.
She's older
How old
than
are
me.
you?
34. Look at that.
He's only 27. The only one of us who's
so
age
young.
appropriate for him is me. We're like less than 3 years apart.
Oh my God. whatever. Okay. Then Jam Jam is set free, then Natalie, then Michael, and then Candiace. And this whole time, Johnny is like lagging behind. He cannot even get the skulls. The time is up, and like Johnny is still looking for skulls. And then he comes running
we're
back.
over 3 years apart. Sorry.
Darn.
He turned 27 after I turned 30. Ouch.
I know. When's his birthday? September?
Yeah, September 1st. Virgo.
He's a Virgo. It's a great match for cancers. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And?
No, that's nothing against you. Obviously, it's for both of us. Yeah, Johnny runs back and Alan is like, time is up. And he's like, well, fuck.
That was hysterical. Watching Eric just sit in his cage, like, where is he?
I know.
And like Johnny was just like literally running and running and running, like gone the entire time. Just gone.
The whole time. Yeah.
Good thing he was not keeping in track of time for the previous challenge.
Oh my God, really? Thank God. Eric, Ron, Kristen, Caroline, Lisa are all up for murder. The contestants were able to earn $25,000 toward the prize pot. And one of them tonight was going to be murdered face to face. Colton then thinks it's weird that Tiffany decided to pair up with Michael.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I think that it's not a terrible strategy if she suspects that he is a traitor. I just think that unfortunately he is unbearable. And so it doesn't make her look very good.
Yeah, I think regardless of if he's a traitor or not, like he's hated in the castle, like just don't associate yourself with that. Although if the other choice is associate yourself with Ron, who everyone thinks is a traitor, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. Like, because obviously I think the traitors are not going to be pairing up with each other. That's too obvious. So
yes,
I think it's not that big of a deal, but oh well.
Yeah.
It's annoying that she had to like hustle to save him because like I want him to die.
I agree. I want him to die very badly.
Yeah.
I need him gone ASAP.
Same. At dinner, Colton asks Tiffany about Michael. She's like, I'm just more unsure of Ron. Her and Maura think that it's Ron's strategy to play pity party about being the odd one out. I actually don't feel like he did that much. I think he kind of just accepted it.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for him because it is a little bit like a clique. Like it's interesting to see the non-reality TV players and how they are ostracized from the reality TV players.
Yeah, like he's a bit, you're right. He's screwed because he's the only one that went in there alone.
Yeah, definitely.
Other than Michael, I guess. No, well, Steven's an actor. I don't know. But yeah.
Steven, but no. Steven had Laguna Beach. Steven knows reality TV.
True.
So it's really like the only non-reality TV people were Donna, Ron, and Michael. And they are very much the odd ones out.
And Johnny, Tara.
Oh, right. I forgot Johnny and Tara. Yeah, they're Olympics.
But they have each other.
Okay, fair.
At least.
They have each other. Yeah.
Tiffany says that it makes sense to take out the gamers if you're a gamer, which is a wild thing for her to say. It could
as a gamer
cast some doubt on herself, but then she uses this to cast out on Jam Jam. I think that probably her mind is just going to like, am I next?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the turret, Candiace. They all
Yes, they go up to the turret and it's Candiace and Rob first.
Yes.
And they unhood themselves and Rob clasps his hands together. He looks at Candiace, he smirks and he goes, girl. She goes, girl. And then they hug. I loved
I am
this.
salivating.
Same. It was such a good moment.
She is like, good job. Super happy that Rob C died. They agree that Donna being gone helps them. And then Lisa comes in. They discuss who to murder. Ron will create confusion. Caroline, it would be good to murder a housewife since no housewives have died. Eric would be random. Kristen is smart and they see her as a threat. I want more from Kristen. Do you watch Top Chef?
I do not. Do you?
Gabe and I, yes, watch religiously. And
okay.
I love Kristen, and I feel like she is not giving. I mean, she's doing a good job of flying under the radar, but I would like to see more from her. But I like that they know that she's smart. I really think that they are gonna kill Caroline. It's the only thing that makes sense.
I agree. I think they should kill Caroline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The traitors come out to murder, and each of them have a moment where they get to make a plea not to be killed. Very interesting, the pleas.
Yeah.
Isn't Rob
Right.
like, you should fucking kill me or I'll come for you?
Yeah. He's like, I will find you and kill you, or like whatever. He's very dramatic.
And then one
It's
of
pretty
them,
funny, though.
I think Kristen, her entire plea is just like, I know you already made your decision before you got here.
Yeah.
True.
I love that.
Like
It's
100%
true. It's
they did.
accurate.
She's like, I know
know.
that this is just for show. Because she's basically a producer on that show. You know, like being the host of Top Chef is in the producer ranks. She knows how this shit works.
Absolutely. Oh, one quick aside with Kristen. A lot of people online were talking about how funny it was when she was trying to butter that toast with that bread knife.
That was funny. And then she like knocked half the butter off. She's a chef.
She's using this giant knife. I know. And she could barely butter the toast. That was hilarious.
All right. Shall we get into our awards?
Let's do it.
I'm so curious. I have no idea. I can't even imagine or guess who your MVP was. Please tell me.
It's so shocking. You'll never guess it. It's Rob.
Rob C.
Rob R. Rob Roush.
Same.
Future husband of Ari.
Thank you.
Yeah, for obvious reasons. The chess scene, just becoming valuable in the challenges, taking charge, being completely aloof to everyone. Oh God, I really think I could like fix him. Like I do have that like mentality. You know what I mean? He kind of reminds me of Deanie Babies.
He does not need to be fixed. He is perfect.
You're right. You're so right.
That's so rude of you to say about my future husband. And my MVP.
Yes. Was your MVP also Rob?
Obviously.
Yeah. Who was your most toxic contestant?
Michael.
Yes, obviously Michael. Worst guy ever.
What was your
Which one?
LOL moment?
This was really challenging to pick because
I
I
agree.
thought one of the best things about the show is that it is so funny.
Yeah.
I might go with Monet saying that she wants Rob to throw her. Or, yeah, him. That was pretty funny. Yeah. What about you?
I was stuck between two. So I have an LOL moment and I have a hee 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 moment. My LOL moment was Dorinda crying when she showed up to breakfast. Like she was accepting an award. Like,
Yes.
batting prize.
It was like an award.
And my hee 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 moment was based on the clock.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Based on what? Based on the clock.
Clock it. What was your error?
My error was Porsha misspeaking. Probably specifically the "there are 4 traitors" moment.
Agreed. 100%. Portia's misspeaking was a huge error.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your most shocking moment?
Donna as the secret traitor. Yeah. Even though I suspected it, the reveal itself was quite shocking.
Yeah, I agree. Same. And we already
Wow,
discussed our
all the same.
moment.
Yeah. Same thing. The cards in the pants. Woo-wee.
Oh, the
Wow.
oh.
I
I'm staring at a
And he
photo
goes-
of him on
and
his
he goes,
calendar.
Fuck yeah.
I know. I literally flipped my 2025 Rob Roush calendar back to January. Have I ever used
Same.
it to actually plan my days? No, but I
Nope.
couldn't bear to get rid of it. So I'm staring at the January photo in which the very ab of which we discuss is prominent and
Mm-hmm.
beautiful, glistening.
He's wearing like a little tuxedo moment. For
Yeah,
New
it's
Year's.
kind of a tuxedo.
Yeah.
It's like a stripper outfit
I think, did I tell you where mine is hanging?
above your bed, like I requested.
It's not above my bed. It's next to my bed.
Oh,
It's
right.
like on a hook next to my bedstand.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, Lucas was like, are you going to take down that calendar now that it's 2026? And I was like, no, I'm flipping it back to January.
Gabe hasn't noticed yet, but I'll let you know if he does.
Okay, I love that. I was like, yeah, why would I take it down?
I'll be flipping through it until he comes out with another calendar. And even then, maybe I'll just put the other calendar next to this calendar.
Next to it. Exactly.
Why would I get rid of it? That's crazy.
I would not get rid of it, never.
Oh my God. Well, we cannot wait to chat with you about Love Island Australia on Thursday. Please let us know if you have any thoughts, if you know any accountants, if you are in love with Rob.
I have to give you my prediction first.
Oh, I forgot. Tell me.
It's okay. So I did see that Candiace does not follow Rob on Instagram.
Okay.
So I think that he fucks her over, and I think he might win the whole season.
I've never watched a season where a traitor has won. But my prediction is also that Rob wins.
Yeah, I think he does. I really do.
He's so good.
He's really good. And no one suspects him. Everyone is like, why the fuck would they make the pretty boy the traitor?
Yeah, but also, like, why would I ever keep watching this show if he wasn't on it anymore? So, like, he needs to be on it the whole time. And they know that. They know that. They made him a traitor. They know that we need him on it the whole time. They will keep him on it the whole time until the very end, and he will win.
They're so good.
I think that he will take money because if there is a traitor left at the end, they get all the money. I think that he will take money from Colton.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could see Colton maybe being at the end, maybe Monet, Natalie.
Maybe Natalie, yeah.
Yeah.
But I also think that Natalie is being a little bit too... I think they'll kill her. Yeah, I think that she's being a little bit too obvious about her intense competitive nature. And I think that, she's too much of a threat to make it to the end. But Colton and
I think that's
Monet,
possible.
I could see him taking money from them. And I hope he fucking does. And then I hope he uses that money to buy me a big, big, big engagement ring. Bigger than my current one.
Oh my God.
So I can happily exchange it. He's not allowed to listen to this episode.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Thank God Lucas never does.
I know. Gabe doesn't either unless I force him to.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. We will see you on Thursday.
Love you all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening. Please follow us at She's Got the Chat on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, and YouTube. Rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. Please share us with a friend, an enemy, a coworker, a family member, a local politician. Bye.